Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back to my hive. My name is Robin, and on today we are going to be stitching up various panels so that later I just wanted to stitch up various panels because I'm going to be making some additional laptop bags. I had received so many compliments on them, and I was like, let's try stitching them out in different colors just to see what coordinating liner I can purchase. I'll go out and look for some new fabric for and it'll be cotton fabric for the liner as well as using my stash. So I wanted to let you know that all of the quilt as you go quilting designs are designs by JuJu, and I am so excited when I go on the website, which they are having a sale at the moment, and it's like more than half off. I am an affiliate for Designs by JuJu. So if you would like to, stitch out something on your own, you can go from a very small design and expand it as large as they had. And if you would use my affiliate link, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate everyone that is here during the live. And even if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for stopping by. At this time, what I want to do is say hello to my guests that are here during the live, and we're going to go over my week. And I'm going to name it because now that I have the Bai Mirror embroidery machine, and I have challenged myself to work on it every day that I am in the craft room. Well, every day. And there has been a lot of festivities. I have two grandgirls that will be graduating, one from pre-K to kindergarten, and then one from middle to high school. So there has been a lot of end of year festivities. So I have been even out of town and back in town. So back to what I was stating that I have challenged myself to work on my Bai Mirror every day. And I still have my speed down low just so that I can get comfortable because I know it's a power horse. It can go fast. I know that, but I'm not familiar. It's nothing like my Janome 550E. So it has a lot of power. Yeah. And I haven't touched everything that it can possibly do. So I want to first familiarize myself, and I guess one to another. Introduce the machine to me and me to the machine. And I have reached out to Bai, and the representative that has been helping me has been great, as well as my crafty friend, Miss Merlinda from Picture Me Crafting. I did reach out, and I'll go over that a little later. Let me say hello to my guests because I got a lot to share about this past week. I'm like, okay, the challenges. But I want to share the good, the bad, and the frightening. So, hello, DB. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Miss Gail from Gail Designs. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Sherry. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone being here. Hello, Soul Pearl Creations. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon Davenport, welcome in. Miss Sharon is in the bushes. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. And thank you, Miss Sharon. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, if you could please hit the like button. Hitting the like button really helps this channel. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And let me go down. Hello, SB Designs by Sheila. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Jennifer Reese. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Marissa Crass. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Boyd Apparel. Lost my spot. Board Apparel and Designs LLC. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Queen. Happy Monday. Hello, Unbiased LLC. Thank you so much for stopping by and being here and being my moderator. I appreciate you, Unbiased. Yes. Hello, Eartha Lewis. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. And I do see where Unbiased as well wanted to remind everyone to hit the like button. Thanks, everyone. Hello, Miss Muck 90. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by, Miss Muck 1990. Yes. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for adding the Designs by JuJu link. I appreciate that, Unbiased. And those quilt as you go, and the only thing you have to do is put in the acronym, and that is QAYG, and that is in the search engine, and it'll bring up a plethora of the quilt as you go designs. Yes, and right there is my affiliate link, so I appreciate everyone in advance. And I have been seeing a lot of traffic as far as um it shows me, who's or how many people have come in and purchased, and I can't see who, but I thank everyone for all the love and support and using my affiliate link. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes. And hello, Jennifer Hancock. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. So Pearl, yes, so Pearl, let me make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hello, Earth Sports 90. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. To God be the glory. Hello, Sean. For Go Savvy Designs by Sean. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone being here. Hello, Kingsbury Crafts. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I just wanted to, thank you. Thank you, Sherry. I love your view on everything. Oh, that is so sweet. And this multi-needle journey is new to me. And what I like to do when I in most cases, because there is one machine that's sitting in the other room that hasn't gotten enough attention from me. But what I like to do is when I purchase a machine, I like to, do my troubleshooting and all the things, especially before the warranties are up. And I'm in love. I had my Janome for a little over a year, and doing the embroidery, I have fell in love with it. And now that I have a multi-needle, I'm like, okay, you got this. And the only thing you have to do is, set some goals for yourself. And my goal is to touch it every day, doing something, do touch a different screen, and I keep in my head, comparing it to my single needle, no comparison. But I keep doing it because I mean it's been over a year that I had a single needle. So, you know, yes. Hello. Yes. Oh, thanks everyone. Hello, Sipping Crafts. Hi, Brandy. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Hello, D. Smith. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Miss Mary Brown. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Joyce Adams. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everyone being here. Yes, yes, Border Pearl. Oh, yes. So, where do I start? I want to start with, if you have not had a chance to, hello, Demetric Leonard. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Robin, I have a Janome 550E. You have helped me understand my machine. Yes. Thank you, Miss Joy. Yes, Miss Joyce Adams. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, this weekend, I had a great opportunity to be a guest over on Crafting on a Dime with Shay Shay, and we stitched out a mini, it was the July mini sampler quilt. That quilt turned out so nice. We both prepped the various blocks prior to yesterday's live, and Shay Shay comes on Sundays at 8 a.m. Eastern. Ooh, Crafting on the Dime comes on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Get it right. And we had such a great time stitching out this quilt. And here is mine, and my version is the summer, and Shay Shay did the patriotic version, and they both stitched out so very nice. And I love all the details. I love the fact that we both use various types of fabric, which gives you all the textures and all the things. I use a lot of the glitter felt, and that's here, the glitter felt. And I also use the variegated thread for the sun rays. And Shay Shay made a valid point that they look like candy corns. And here, oh, here, this quote said July. So July, and so it wouldn't be just a month and it can be a season. I turned July into summer using my embroidery software. Then I also have the ice cream, and the ice cream, I did that with polka dot felt, and then the cone is over here, and the cone was done with the cork vinyl, and the polka dot Michaels, the cork vinyl Hobby Lobby. And then I have, for the sandcastle, I'm using felt, two different colors to make the sandcastle. And then the beach ball is made with minky, is the white, and then felt, and then we have the yellow, and that's more of the glitter vinyl that was used for the sun. Then lastly, I have the sunshades, which were so super cute. And it's stitched out with the teal blue. And then I used some of the silver shimmer felt. And it turned out so nice. And this quilt has the envelope backing. And I thought, hey, this is something that you can hang on the wall. I should have put my insert in there, and I will do that for next week and show it again. But what I'm going to do is put a pillow insert in here. and make it a pillow. And I made this to give to my put on my granddaughter's bed. So that's what I'm going to do. I thought about putting it on the wall and no, I'm since it has the envelope closing, I'm going to make it out of a pillow. So yes, thanks everyone. Thank you so very much. And I know that the thanks everyone. And I saw the chat moving. Oh yes, thank you, Miss Joyce Adams. She watched Shay Shay and I over at Crafting on the Dime with Shay Shay. Quote for Joy, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes. Aw. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Hello, Miss Margot. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Shantae. Welcome in. Stitching Hearts by Stitching Hearts with Shantae. The Shantae is my school teacher where we do the In the Hoop projects. Welcome in, Shantae. Yes, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Sassy Classy Customs. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Lady G. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I do want to thank you and Eric Sports 90 for being moderators as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so I did show the quilt and we had a great time over on Crafting on the Dime with Shay Shay. And I did make a few posts with the this block, and I saw that Designs by JuJu had commented as well. So it was great. I saw all the comments and thank you everyone. I appreciate all the love and support. Yes. So I wanted to so when I did the quilt, I did start with my Janome. And you know how when talking about change, when you think of change, sometimes change, it makes you a little apprehensive. You don't want to change. I had to change. I've already invested my money, my coins into purchasing the buy, but I kept, the buy wasn't, it wasn't given to me. I had to purchase it. So when you invest, you want to try out your investment and you want to see what it does. And because I'm more comfortable with the Janome, and that was another purchase I did over a year ago, I'm like, okay, I'm most comfortable with the Janome, so let me go ahead and use the Janome. So I began to do all the embroidery, and I was like, girl, what are you waiting for? Like, stop. You're holding yourself back by not doing your favorite, which is in the hoop projects, and you have to start on the buy. And then that's when I went, and I think I had it out, but I did the sunglasses. And let me see if I can. I thought I pulled it out. Oh, let me see. Uh-oh. I thought nope, I thought I had it. I thought I had it out. So, oh, I'm not sure where I put it because I'm looking for, where could it be? This room is not that big. Hold please. I'm going into, you may or may not be able to see me, but I'm going into my cabinet just to see. And this is where all my fabric is. I'll find it. But, aw, I just had it. Now, it's not that much stuff in here, but where did it go? Okay, I'll find it when I'm not looking for it. But I do want to say that I went on and practiced this stitch out because I had to do it. So, and being prepared for the live, I had to, you know, do these stitch outs. So, let me see if anyone else came in. Hello, Miss Karen Knight, and welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Aw, thank you. You found my channel. Oh, thank you. So Pearl Creations, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Aw. Yes, I made the shaker tag with Stitching Hearts with Shantae, and she has some beautiful, beautiful in the hoop projects. I also wanted to let you know that with this 1865 stitch out, I was able to do this on my Bai Mirror as well. And again, I'm talking about challenges, not challenges. These are my goals. This was a goal of mine to be able to hoop using my hooping station, get comfortable with it. You know, the investment, I've done that part. And I wanted to very much, I set a goal and I want to be able to hit it. And the only way is to do it. So, yes. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. And Sipping Crafts, Brandy. Oh, thanks so much. She said, Robin, you're doing very well with your Bai, considering you haven't had it long. Thank you so much, Brandy. And I know that you are doing great things over there. There is a video that Sipping Crafts put out today. I haven't been on, I'm not sure which social media platform is your video. And is it under Sipping Crafts, Brandy? You have your YouTube channel? Because if you do, I would like to know so that Unbiased can link it here. Um, Thank you. So Pearl, thanks. A lot of times this senior is in the bushes watching. Oh, thank you, D. Smith. Oh, okay. Her video is on YouTube. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yes. So Sipping Crafts has her YouTube channel, and there was a video that she posted today. I have not had a chance to see it, but I watch all of my crafty friends. I watched the replay and throughout the day. And I did hear Crafting on a Dime with Shay Shay when she was on this morning. And, you know, the chat was saying, we have a family member that dropped the video. And you can see her. Thank you, Unbiased. Just dropped her YouTube channel. And if you can go over to Sipping Crafts and show her some love, and not only stop by to show her some love, hit that like button and also subscribe to her channel. I know she's going to do great things over there with Sipping Crafts. And she just purchased Racoma, and she will be doing all the things as well. So yes, go and show her some love. Thank you. Aww. And Miss Gail, hey y'all, I'm back, but working, prepping for tonight. Okay, yes. And Miss Gail from Gail Designs, and she will be on tonight. I let me see. I came to see you make this bag because I found some faux leather that Shay Shay was talking about at Walmart. Yes. let's get to today's project. Thank you. So I just wanted to let everyone know about my challenges. I also wanted to show you the wall that I've been talking about. And I know everyone, if you've seen I know this bag. Oh, thank you. Um, I want to show everyone that I've been working on the craft room along with, still getting ready for my lives and had a great time and making the craft room functional. It's already functional, but I just wanted to add a little more of the hive that's in the back of me off to the side. That video, it won't go out until Wednesday. But I just want to add the screen just to let you see the wall. And I had a great time doing this wall. And I did the wall under direction of my husband, who, of course, did the wall that's behind me. So, with doing the smaller wall, it's hilarious. I won't put it I'm not going to put that part, I don't think, in the video, but I want to let you know that I did a lot of work and you got to hear the funny I call it plot twist. But here is a view of the wall, everyone. Yes, and that video will come out on Wednesday. Yes, plot twist. So oh, I just subscribed to your channel. Oh, thanks everyone. Oh, hello, Kelly. We get crafty with Kelly. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Thanks, everyone. Yes, and Miss Gail will be on tonight, late night crafting. And I wanted to pull to see what time it was because I know it's like 9, I think it's 9 o'clock. And Unbiased, would you be able to link Miss Gail's channel as well? And if you have not had a chance to go over to Miss Gail's channel, if you could go over to her channel and support her as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes. And let me go, and I'm going to take and switch the screens again because when I go over to the embroidery machine, I let me maximize myself while I take the other screen off. So let me add this to the stage, and I'm going to minimize myself. Yikes, that's too many. Okay, I'm thinking long. So okay, what I'm going to do is doing too much. I just don't want, what I'm trying to do is I want everyone to be closer to the screen. So I didn't want to make you sick. So what I decided to do was take the wall off of the screen. So while I'm moving things around, you don't see it and get sick from me moving and moving and moving. So I so let me I'm turning the screen around. Okay. So now I just want to show you, yes, and aw. That is awesome. Oh, thanks everyone. Yes, and Stitching Hearts with Shantae has a school as well. Yes, and if you like In the Hoop projects, stop on over to the school, and that's SKOLOSKOOL, Stitching Hearts with Shantae. She does all sorts of In the Hoop projects. So let me bring, okay. So what I wanted to do was bring you closer. So I'm not sure why this happens. It kind of go off. I have to figure all of this out. This is one of the things that I'll figure out. Like after I finish stitching, it is not centered anymore. It goes off to the top. So this is the one that I did already. So what I'm going to do is go and pull a different pattern. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose, I want to try this one. And then I'll hit save. And uh-oh, I can hear an echo. Oh, maybe it's not an echo. So, and embroidery mode is off. Now I can go and get my pattern. And here I'm going to hit save. And then it'll come up. So it's not centered. That when that happened to me, I went to frame. So here I have some of the built-in frames. So I'll go ahead and put the correct frame. So, and then it should center itself once I go back out. And now that you can see the large frame that I chose, I mean the quilt as you go design that I chose, you can see the I'm getting a phone call. So the quilt as you go design, and this I have to go back to my desk because so this design is outside of the parameters of the hoop that I'll be using. So it's too large. So what I need to do is reduce it because the design is square and the hoop is rounded. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce the size of it. So I go here in configuration, and what I'm going to do is kind of knock it down 10%. And then I have it at 10%, and then I'll go ahead and save it and close out of here. Then I am helping myself by talking it out, and I pray that I am helping someone else because I'm just, new to this and want to share all the things that I'm learning. So I need to check my frame, and I can't see the chat at the moment, but I'll go back. And I so cautious of making sure that I'm using the correct frame. So I'll go ahead and I just keep on hitting it. Why do you gotta keep hitting it? Well, like I said, I haven't even told my husband, but I done crashed into the wall. Can you see? The embroidery machine and crashed into the wall already. I'm like, Lord, this happened today. I'm like, it's the way I have it positioned. And that is, I'm going to think on that some more too, because I need angles. So let me go back and finish what I'm doing. Okay, so I have the design here, and I'm going to go and get my hoop and hoop it on. Then I'll go ahead and trace. So now that I have everything here, I'm going to go ahead um, and hit that I'm ready and to put the embroidery mode on, and I'm going to go and get my hoop. So hold please. I'm going to take this view off and go and get the hoop because I'm not going to be able to hoop it correctly with one hand. So I do already have the faux leather, and this faux leather here, and I have my frame, was it 14 by 20 frame, which is huge, and I have the like teal blue faux leather. Um, Prior to the live, I have my supple pink, and this is the double cross hatch. And here is the bag that I did a couple weeks ago. And this was my first one, and I love it. Yeah, so this is, I'm just going to stitch out the panels today. And to be, prepared, I've already cut my batting as well as my panels. So all of this was pre-cut just so that I can, be ready. And then I also have the black cutaway stabilizer. Yeah, so let me let you see that again. Okay. And then I'm going to, it just helps to prep and preparation. And then that way I'll be able to, once we get together, have more time for us to stitch out. So one of my legs came off my tripod, so it's going to get a little wiggly here because I got a phone call, and when you get a phone call, I kind of lost the view on my laptop. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add to the stage my diesel embroidery machine. And whew, now I can stop and not have everyone be all dizzy. So now you're looking at the embroidery machine, and what I'm doing is taking the phone off of I'm taking my phone off and I'm putting it overhead. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So, thanks everyone. If I haven't got a chance to speak to you, so let me go ahead and hoop. Okay. And okay, so I'm ready for the next thing. Okay. So you can see the embroidery machine now. And I wanted to also touch on the various items with the magnets as well that I purchased. And I keep my bowl back here, and I have been using it for the screws. So, and I got that from Harbor Freight. So here is my C-Max hoop. And what I'm going to do, and I apologize if my back gets in the way because I have to, be in front of the embroidery machine in order to hoop. Okay. And then I'll make sure I'll tug to make sure it's not going to come off. Okay. And I'll be tugging because it's nothing. I've been scared all week in. Okay. So we're snug as a bug. I heard it click. But I just want to make sure. Okay. So It looks like my YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay, I had I'm looking at my my iPad. So let me come in front of the machine again. So you can see where we're going to stitch out. So before I begin stitching, I've already checked. So I went to the embroidery mode. Embroidery mode is on. So before you do anything, you want to trace. And I'm just going to do a normal trace just to make sure after reducing the design 10%. In my case, everybody will be different. So number one needle here, and I'm just making sure that there's enough room here. Okay? And I did cut this panel like a ½ inch short. So I'm going to push it back a little bit. And I'm going to, because I moved it, I'm going to hit OK again. And it's looking pretty. Okay. And it looks like I just want to pull it forward just a hair. Okay, so I have to do it again. And it's better to trace than not to trace. You don't want to hit the hoop. And it's going down the last side. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and let this stitch out begin. I have the aqua blue, and what I noticed here is that I did not, it's gray. My design up here is gray, and I need to pick a color, and I will show that again, but I need to pick a color. So I am going to choose a color, and I am going to choose number 13. And that's the blue that I would like to use. Okay. And yeah, that's. And after this, the stitching, after I come out of here, and then we are ready to stitch. Okay. And now I'm hitting the green button to go. And you can see it moving. And I should, and keep my wooden spatula. Do not put your hand in there. This is a very strong machine. So you don't want to put your fingers in. I have my wooden spatula in there. So I'm going to cross past the screen, keep my wooden spatula nearby, and I'm going to go back to my seat. Now, I don't know, it seems like that light is too much. Hmm. So it just seems like that light is doing a lot. Okay, and I moved it one more time. So I'm waiting for, okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, you can see it just a little bit. Okay. So while that's stitching out, I'm going to come back over to my screen. Hello, Jessie Gibson. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Aw. So, okay. So let me go. Whew. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Hello, Alice B. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, and if you haven't had a chance, please hit the like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone. Hello, Marlise, the Savvy Crafter. Welcome in. Oh, okay. Hold the first needle down while tracing the design. Okay, will be stitched within the trace. 0.875. At least that's the measurement on my brother. Okay, thank you, Rachel. Hold the needle down. So I have a little PTSD from all the crashes I had with this machine. I'll hold it down the next time, Rachel. Thank you. I think I'm gonna have to turn it uh, flat against the wall because I could get. Yeah, I have to get a better view when I want everyone to see and have a great view, and that's why I have it turned sideways like that. But I can't be crashing up walls. Hello, Fern. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Do a slow trace. It might help you see the outline. Okay, the outline better. You're right. Yes. It's close, but it looks good. Okay. Right, take it up with Diesel. Exactly. I was like, Diesel did it. I was like, he's about to bust into the hallway. I'm like, mm-mm-mm. You know what? Earth was 19, the baloney. Oh, okay. Thank you, Eric Sports 90. It's just paper and chalk, mama. Okay, thank you. You hit the wall. Right. Yeah, I mean, it slammed into the wall because I have it turned sideways. I mean, I got it. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's messed up. It moved. So, because I wasn't paying attention, it moved right here. Aww, I messed it up. Aww. And everyone was trying to warn me. And I'm so busy going back in the chat. Aww. Mm. So I'm not going. I could use it. Um, have no fear. It did. Thanks everyone. So what I'm going to do, I have to cut the thread. It did bubble up. And look, I cut the thread, it was pulling, and now I done pulled it from out of chair. Mm-mm. Ooh, no. Yeah. Okay. I have another panel. I off to the side, and I can what I'll do, I done pulled it out, and then that means I have to rethread the needle. I have the bobbin thread here. I have, okay. So what I'm going to do is take the other color. I do have the coordinating piece. Sipping cracks, I thought my eyes was tripping. No, you guys are so right. So I did cut this fabric a little too short, and it didn't have enough play. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I want to, okay, so what I'm going to do here is, Robin, it's okay. We all have experienced this. Don't beat yourself up. You got this. Thank you, Rachel. But I'm like, girl, this was a beautiful color. And I'm over here reading. That thing was bubbling up. Okay. So, mm, 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 mm. Okay. That's why another thing of having your fabrics pre-cut. Oh, okay. So Rachel, I was going to just put this piece off to the side, and I am going to yeah, I got to take it off and start another color with, I could do the other panel, but I only have one piece. So I'm going to have to purchase more. And I want everyone to see this beautiful stitch out. So I'm going to rehoop, but a different color. Aww. But, you know, I'm glad that everyone, you know, was able to see, because that's what happens. It seems like you still got to keep your eye on your project, you know, until I should have kept my eye on it until it finished that whole perimeter. Yes. Pause, MP, or in your case, to chat. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, goodness. That's the spirit. I'm going to make another sandwich. Reboot, mama. You know what? Hello, D. Wilson. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so I have the black stabilizer. I have my hoop, my black stabilizer. My husband is funny. So, and then I am going to push the hoop down. I done messed up my beautiful face, but I will order more because I only had two and a half pieces. And maybe I could use the half piece, cut this big piece down and make a smaller bag. But that color was just so gorgeous. Hello, Miss Geneva Coleman. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, so after you hoop, then I want to take and tighten the hoop up. And how you tighten it is right over here, but I'll bring it close to me because I do want to keep everything, you know, on the table and flat, because you don't want your hoop to come apart. Okay, so and my stabilizer is a little short, but it's tight enough. It's tight enough in here. Okay. So it's sitting good. Got that tautness. And what I've been doing, because when I make my bags, I'll be sewing, so leaving like a half inch all the way around. So what I'm going to do is I set my, oh, okay, my batting. I set my batting kind of like in the center of the faux leather. And then I kind of make sure, because when I take it to the sewing machine, I don't want all that bulk anyway. And that's why the batting is shorter than the faux leather. So just to give you an idea, cut your batting a little smaller. And the vinyl, the faux leather is cut larger so that I can have that half-inch seam allowance. Then the batting is cut to the exact size of the quilting design. So then I'll stand up here, and when I stand up, I have everything nice and straight. And oh, okay, you can always overlap your stabilizer with two pieces. Okay, thank you. Yes. Oh, wow. Yes, you can. Yes. So now I have it hooped. So what I'm going to do is go back over to Diesel and put the faux leather back on the machine. Okay, awesome. So, okay then. Yes. So Pearl. Okay, so I'm going to, let's get this um project back over to the embroidery machine. So let me minimize, and then I'll maximize the embroidery machine. And you will see my back a little because the way it's set up. And okay, so the thread that came out, I'm just going to put it here so that it won't get in the way. And this little bar here has some little grooves in it. So I'm just holding that thread there, and I'll wait until afterwards to thread it. If we have time, I'll thread it while we're on. So with this pink, I have already started my design. And when I started my design, I noticed that, let me see, let me see if I can change how you see. Hold, please. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so I apologize for the movement, but I had to move it because I want you to see a little bit more. Okay, Robin. So I'm on the embroidery machine, and what I've already done, some of the design, and I really and truly need to do some additional stitching. Um, so I'm going to go back to 0. And then okay, so I'm going to, I went back to 0 and I'm closing this out. I have to trace because I have fear of not tracing. So let me let it go around. Okay, and here is what, let me let it go around. I'm just afraid because it's going to stay down. Whew. Okay, so that looks great. And let me just do it one more time now that I know it's safe. And I have a little margin there, if you can see, and another margin on the opposite side. So that looks great. Okay, awesome. Yay! Woo! Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay. Oh, Lord. So I made a mistake and hit trace again. So it's almost done. We're almost there. Thanks everyone for being so patient with me. I am learning. I am learning. Determination. So I have everything. So the embroidery mode is on. So I have it starting back at number 1. This faux leather is way larger than the blue was. And that's, I think it kicked up. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. Ah! Okay, so what I need to do that I went back to, I need to change the color. I forgot because the color that I had is not available anymore. So it was on the blue, so now I'm going to change it to the pink. Okay, Robin. Oh, Chad. Lord. I am learning, but I am glad. I am so thankful that I'm learning this way because other than that, I would not have known, like my other fabric got messed up. I switched to a different one, but I didn't want to use the same color. I wanted to use a complementary color. And I was able to stop and, reevaluate and change and rearrange everything. So thanks everyone. So that's what you have to do. And cutting my fabric prior to the live helped out a great deal. So now we are stitching the next design. Well, the same design, different fabric. So I'm like, woo! Oh my God. That was like, woo, woo. Talk about stress. But we are not stressing. I am learning and I am taking everyone right along with me and learning this entire process. So it looks like we're just going to have pink fabric to look at tonight. We're going to go pink, pink, pink. Shay Shay would absolutely love this. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, I am using 7511. Oh, okay. 8012 needle, but most times 7511. Yes. Uh, Lord. know what? Oh, Lord. I want to thank my husband. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really appreciate you. Oh my goodness, hold please. So Eric Sports 90. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your love and support. Thank you. I appreciate it. So let's see. Um, it is saying that I have um a tea break. So first, when I see that it has a tea break, I do not see where the thread is broken. I don't know why I drug it all the way up there, but I do want to slice this extra thread off while the embroidery machine has stopped. And what I've learned is that I have to change my bobbin, possibly. And if that's not it, I'm not sure. So I'm down here at the bottom. And look at that. My bobbin is empty because I have been stitching. Yes, I have been stitching away. Oh my goodness, now my baby, my baby girl, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you both, my husband and my daughter. Thank you so much. I appreciate you both. Yes, aw. Yes. So here is my bobbin case. And what I'm going to do, let me see if you can see me. I am dropping it in. Then I bring it down the slit through the hole. And then I have to bring it over to this little spiral and bring it on in. And now I can reload the bobbin. Now that part is not scary. So now we are going to, we had the tea break, and now we are going to, it stopped. Okay, so we can go ahead and start that. Yay! Okay, I have to stop. So what I have to stop. Oh, this is really giving me some really good challenges here today. So why I have to stop is because when the bobbin was out, I can see, because this is faux leather, I can see the perforated stitch marks. The bobbin had already was empty. So now I have to go back some stitches in order to be able to fill in this part of the faux leather, this quilting pattern. So, Lord. So, let me see where I am as far as my numbers. Where am I? And it looks like I'm at 1860. Okay, so let me go to back to the stitching, and I'm at 1860. So I am going to take it all the way back to, I'm gonna take it all the way back to 1700. And I'm not sure if you're able to see that. I don't think I have it. Okay. I don't have it centered. So I have to go back. Okay, this is only my third time for doing this. So let me, well, this is the third time. So I only did it 2 times before. So let me see. And what I'm trying to do is get back, and I'm not for sure how to get back, and I'm trying to find my way to the 1700. Hmm. So I'm not able to get back. Finally, I gotta do this again. So I got to 1700, and I was able to get there, but how I got there, I'm not sure. So I'm good with, it's at 1700, so I can close this and then I can resume stitching. But I I see some extra thread, and I don't want the foot to get hooked up on this extra thread. So I'm cutting the extra thread. I got there, but I'm not sure why it's not like instant. I'm at 1700. This is where I want to back stitch. My back stitching. Okay, it still did not. Let me look at the chat because someone was probably telling me something. Robin, you are doing great. Breathe. Yes, I'm like, oh, thanks everyone. I am determined that I'm not going to mess up or mess up this other piece. So now I'm about to go down to, okay, so what I'm trying to do is go back on my stitching. So, and I'm here to go back. And Okay. So it says 998.
So they say go back 20, go back 20 stitches.
But when I go back, um, hold on. Oh, but if I put in, okay, let me see. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone because I'm not looking at the chat right now. I I just see some extra strings and I want to get them out of the way. Okay, and I'll resume. Before I put my scissors in there, I had to stop the embroidery machine. Because we are not, I am not messing up another piece of faux leather. And this is my nice supple faux leather. Like, no. Now it's going over where it missed the last time. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you being here. Oh, my Lord. Thank you so very much. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. And thank you to my husband for letting me know where Sherry's at. Because I'm like, oh, woo, yeah. The struggle got real. I'm like, woo, where is the fan? Where is the fan? And while it's going here, it's still laying down. Woo, yeah, I need the fan. Oh, please. I'm going to get to the chat. Whew. Let me just stand under this fan for just a sec. Yeah, I was like, oh, I got there. And like Sherry said, there should have been just 20. But I went way back. It may have been 20 if I would have caught it, but I didn't catch it. So I went back probably like 100. Because it ran out of the bobbin and kept going. And I could see the perforated holes, but then there was no bobbin thread. It was just on the top. And then I could just see a long string. But I got it to work, but not instantly. So, okay, it's there. But how I got there, I need to practice. Because ooh, Lord. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you for your assistance, assisting me while, we do our stitch out. I'm like, ooh, woo. So let me, oh, thanks, everyone. Thank you, Sherry. Whew, I don't know. I don't know if I figured it. Like, I just kept hitting buttons. Well, I didn't just hit buttons. I went to the needle and put in, but it wasn't that instant gratification. It was, you go to the needle. I want to go back some stitches. And when I go back, I wanted to go back, and it wasn't registering the number. It was, I don't know. I'm pretty sure at this point it's user error. And I have to get more comfortable with that because, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate everyone being on this journey while I learn this by. Yes, whenever I have a thread bait or a bobbin, okay, and go out, you always go back at least 20 stitches. Yes. Thank you so much, Fairy. Yes. And I know how to do it, on my Janome, but I need to learn with efficiency on my bot. So that is something that I have not, mastered yet, but it's to come because I will, stick with it. Yes. Oh, thanks everyone. Whew. I see Miss Rachel says simplify Dallas. Yes. Oh yes, we are getting slammed with pink 2 days in a row. Exactly, Miss Gail. So let me take you. I did, and I'm going to try. So the first design. Well, let me try and share my screen. Let me see, can I do that right? Ah, oh goodness. So, whew, that even stressed me out. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Whew, and I am going to share the Designs by JuJu screen. And here is where I said you just put in the quilt as you go. And let me just make that capital letters, quilt as you go. And at this point, I call it, using the embroidery machine because it has such a large hoop as my long arm, if you will. But it's quilting. I'm gonna keep it as what it says is the quilt as you go. And you can see all the beautiful patterns that they have. Look at this. I mean, for sports and everything, it's like they have a plethora and they're more than half off. And now I'm jumping back and looking at the embroidery. Yes, and you can see all the backdrop designs. Isn't this gorgeous? It's like strawberries. They got fruits, sports, celestial three themes, hearts, flowers. It's like so gorgeous of what they had. Look at that. It's like wow, 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 wow. And I have a daisy, and I did link the three. I linked three designs, and the one that I'm about to show everyone that I did prior to the live is the double cross patch, and that is this design here. And let me. I had to put a cough drop in my mouth because I'm my throat. Oh yes, isn't that nice? The basketball. Oh yes, look at that. And it doesn't matter the as far as the sizing because it goes as small as the 4x4 and as large as what 10x14 or you I haven't purchased all of them, so it goes small to very large. Yes. The sports, I went too fast. I saw acorns. It's like, look at all of this. And you could quilt your bag or your regular material. Yes. And look at those bows. Uh-huh. And the puzzle pieces. It's just, they have a plethora. And right now they are on sale. Yes. And right now, this is the design we are doing. We are doing the orange peel. Yes. We are doing the orange peel design. Isn't that cool? I'm like, wow, wow, wow. I love it. I think that this is going to be awesome bag. And here are, oh, okay, a 10.5 by 16, 5 by 7. Look at that. As small as a 2 by 2 box. That's awesome. I said 4 by 4, but it goes as small as a 2 by 2. That is awesome. Yes. Oh, wow. This is really nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. These are really, really nice. Oh, okay. You saw them. Brandy said that she saw those on the website this weekend and had no idea what they were or how you would use them. Thank you. Yes. And it lets you see the various sizes and how you can use them. And because I love making my bags, I go in here and choose these quilt as you go designs. And that's how you can pull them up because that is, how they have it labeled, quilt as you go. And you may have it, you may hear it being called something else, but I love that acronym. So it kind of stuck with me. Yes. And you can choose it to be horizontal or vertical. So this is awesome. This is really neat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. And again, this is the design I've been trying to stitch out probably. um I've never stitched this orange peel out. So I wanted to try it with my crafty friends. Yes. Why not? Yes. And, just take your time and you may find, ones that you love. And, you can use it on multiple things. Look at that one. Would be nice for a baby blanket. Yes. So I'm going to stop sharing. Thanks, everyone. Awesome. Yes. So it looks like the stitch out is happening and it's looking really good. And I'm almost ready to hoop the next pattern. So it's going through and it's looking really good. Wow. Yes, so it's looking really good. And I want to kind of maximize myself, but keeping that eye on that machine. Oh, okay. Design Bundle Plus have them as well and go down to a 4 by 4. I'm going to play around with them. Awesome. Hello, Bonded Creations. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, so here is the double cross hatch. And what I'm going to do, and you can see how well it's stitched out even on the back. And what I'm going to do is take away the extra stabilizer. And then I just want to carefully, take my scissors here and not those scissors. I'm going to take my scissors and cut the extra stabilizer off. And once you get started with it, my scissors are sharp. These are my paper scissors. And then I can just get rid of the excess stabilizer. Yes. And then I'm just, once I get started with cutting, then I just push the scissors across the stabilizer, and it cuts very nice. So it looks like the design is done. And I'll put the other panel on. Awesome. Look at that. And that's the back. And when I begin to put my bag together, I want to leave that seam allowance so that I can have that seam allowance so that I can put my bag together and not have to worry with all the bulk. Yeah. So I'm going to bring over the other and bring over the hoop, and then I'm going to go ahead and rehoop the last piece for this evening. And did anyone, oh, thanks everyone. Did anyone have any questions as it relates to the quilt as you go? I'm still learning the embroidery machine. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so we got 2 panels here. So this will be one bag. So this is awesome. Yay! Hello, Donzel. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Those are some great scissors. It's slicing right through. Exactly. Exactly, Brandy. It is just gliding right on through. Yes. So I'm going to now bring over and add to the stage my desktop. And I'm going to just maximize my desk. Okay. And I'm unhooping my design. And it's telling me that it's finished. Oh, Lord. Oh, thanks, everyone. Yes. So awesome. So here is the orange peel. Look at that. I think that turned out really nice. Look at this. This is a beautiful quilt as you go design. Look at that. I think that is going to make the most beautiful bag. So let me unhoop her. And this will be for my other bag that I'll be making. And I can look at the stitches. I'm very satisfied with the struggle of going back. But I got there. I got there. And no stitches are missing. And I turn it over on the back. I can see where there was when you turn your design over on the back tells a story. So in my case, the story was I ran out of bobbin and stitches were missing. So again, you know, the being prepared, since I'm new, like having extra so that if a mishap happened, you can kind of pivot during your live. And if it were an order, I would just have to make sure I have extra material. So let me, okay. So I just wanted to make sure the hoop was open. And it's the stabilizer is just a little short. just a little short. And what I mean, it's long enough, but not wide enough. But I'm using it. Long as it fits nice and taut, it can, still be used. Okay. Awesome. So now my cough drop is gone. I'm finished. Sorry if I was smacking, but my throat had gotten dry from like hyperventilating. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. So beautiful. Thanks, Miss Gail. Oh, thanks, Rachel. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so, Pearl. Yes. Okay. So now, child, it's time to go back to the embroidery machine. So now I know that my bobbin is full. I can feel comfortable with, and again, I'm turning this on the back side. This piece of, this probably was for the blue. So let me take that off. Yes, I think that's a little better. Because the blue was long, but it was shorter, and I cut it that short by mistake. So I'm going to take the batting and not take it as close to the edges, but it won't go, the design won't go to the edge. So I will have time to cut off the extra batting. I'll have enough space to cut it off. So I'm just making sure that, it's kind of centered correctly. And then I take the entire piece and then just move it over a little bit. And this is how I put my batting on the back of my faux leather, and it makes it more supple. And when you stitch out the design, you can feel it. You can feel all the beautiful quilting. So then I just turn it over and make sure, it's heavy enough, wide enough. The other fabric was lighter and it was smaller than this piece. And I had cut it by mistake too short. But okay. So now I have it in the hoop. I'm looking at my left, right, top, and bottom. And then we're going to go back to the machine. Okay. Hello, precious pieces. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Yes. So let me go back to the embroidery machine. And we're going to stitch the same design over. So I want to, and I'm over here with the design and making sure that it's centered, it has the right hoop. I'm checking the hoop. I'm checking the sizing. And then the last thing, let me see here, the hoop, the sizing, and I have the color, and that is still going to be on pink. So I'm just checking these things, and also my frame, and I gotta check because yeah. And I am ready to go. I am double checking and triple checking only because I had quite a few knocks on the wall and thread breaks. So I'm gonna push the hoop in, and I'm going to share with everyone in just a second the other screen, because you're not able to see me right now and what I'm doing. So let me change the screen. So yes. Aw. Thanks everyone. I appreciate everyone being here. So now what I'm going to do is remove this screen and then maximize the embroidery machine. Okay, so this stitch out is not long. So have my batting. So we're going to trace it again. Normal trace. And then okay. And I see where this piece of stabilizer kind of hit those needles, and I don't want that thread to come out. Okay, so let me trace it again. And like Rachel said, I should put my finger on needle 1, and I can see that I'm still within the parameters of this large hoop. Okay, and then I can cancel and we can start stitching. Awesome. Awesome. So now we are going and stitching out the second panel. Did anyone have any other questions at this time? Okay, you had black stabilizer. I thought you were accidentally cutting your material. Yes. So, Miss Gail, the black stabilizer. This I like the black stabilizer. And then when I put it in the bag, if I choose a lighter colored stabilizer, I mean lining. I mean I have it. It's the 14-inch tall rolls, and I really like the black. Sometimes it just depends on what you're stitching out. And I like the black stabilizer. And like if I do a hoodie, a darker colored hoodie, instead of having the white, I use the black. And I like that. I like having that, different color. Yes. And Brandy said, Robin, is there a reason why you are using the Bai hoops instead of the Mighty hoops for this in the hoop project? So, Brandy, that is an awesome question. I currently this Bai hoop that I'm using is a 20 by 14. And currently my largest Mighty hoop is a 13 by 11. So I do not own a hoop as large or a Mighty hoop as large as I want it to be, or comparable to the 20 by 14 at this time. I don't know if they make it. And when I do the in the hoop quilting, I wanted it really large so that I can make the laptop bags. So this 20 by 14 hoop is really, really good for my laptop bags. I could really get a great size. The laptop bag, you're able to put your cords and everything in the bag. So I'm excited about that too. Putting, having that quilt as you go and having a laptop bag, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Yes. So I hope I answered. Yes, thanks. Okay, that makes sense. I was wondering if it had to do it had to do with technique. Gotcha. Yes, it's just that I was using the 20 by 14 hoop that came with the machine, and I don't have a mighty hoop that large just yet. Yes. Uh-huh. That makes sense. I'm still learning, forever learning. Yes, Miss Gail, me too. Forever learning. Yes. So I do have the other peel, the orange peel design. So I'm going to cut the stabilizer off the back of this one as much. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the black stabilizer off of this one as well, and I can see that 1/2 inch seam allowance is readily. It's just right here, and that way when I start stitching my laptop bag, I won't have a lot of bulk. And this stabilizer is coming up, with the scissors, it's cutting really good. And I just push, 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 push. And it's almost done, almost. And yes, I am so happy. So see here where my stabilizer is sticking out a little. I would just take that to the self-healing mat and cut that extra stabilizer. I mean, this is batting. This batting is sticking out past the stabilizer. You can cut that off to reduce bulk as well. So the batting, sticking out. So that is, as I look on the back of it, but it's no big deal because it's not in my 1/2 inch. I still have my seam allowance needed. So this is great for me to be able to start. So now I have two panels, two bags, two successful bags. And I have more faux leather to do different colors, but I did not have the other colors cut out. I just had two colors, but I knew that I wanted three bags tonight. But it's okay. I have two. Yes, so I'm happy. I am really happy. So I'm not sure if there's anyone in the chat that may have a Bai Mirror or anything. I know your machine has been acting out today, but I'm learning so much. Yes. So Brandy, right now today, I'm not even going to say it's the machine. It's probably user error or lack of knowledge. I'm learning, and it's going to be okay. I'm learning, and then the only way is to bring it on my live and stitching out something every day. I will be purchasing designs, and for those designs that I purchase, stitch them out and just keep touching it, and that is a part of the learning process, and I'm here for it. So hello, Miss Becky. Hey, friend. You're okay. You're okay. Yes. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Are you going live this evening? And this is another one of my crafted friends. Exactly, friend. Exactly, Fern. Yes, this is how you learn. Trial and error. Yes, Fat Nut Creation. She comes. Did you say you were coming on this evening? She comes on at 7:15 on Monday evenings, Eastern Standard Time, and she'll be on in about almost like 15 minutes. And if you haven't had a chance to stop on by Fat Nut Creations channel, please go over and just see what she's doing. With her molds and resin, and she does a lot of crafty things. So stop on by Fat Luck Creations channel when you get a chance. And not only stop by, if you could hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you'll be notified every time she puts out a short video, yes, or live. So thank you in advance. Aw, yes, that's my buddy right there. That's right. I'm doing the same thing. I meant Diesel is acting out in front of company. Exactly. Exactly, Brandy. I mean, come on, Diesel. He didn't bust the wall. Well, I see, and then it's me. Because I want everything to be aesthetically pleasing. Girl, you better put that thing where it don't have nothing on the side. But if I turn it around, how am I going to video and let everybody see all the things? Me and Diesel got to have a talk after this. Oh, thank you, Brandy. You're so awesome. Oh, wow. Brandy says she's been dabbling in resin. Okay, okay. That is awesome. Thank you. Yes. Hi. Oh, that is, and Fern, I believe Fern has a Racoma as well. So Fern and Brandy that I know of have the Racoma machine. Different names, but I do know that they have Racoma. Yes. Oh, yes. Eric Sports 90, they shouted me out through my journey. And, I want the love to overflow and keep on flowing. It's a supportive, crafty family that I have, and I love them. Yes, I love this community. Yes, I do. Yes. Yes, I do. And did you finish the laptop bag? Can you see? So this is the laptop bag that I did a few weeks ago. And that was the first thing I stitched out on the box because when I got that big, huge hoop, I was like, whoosh, yeah. I need this. I need this in my life because I can use all these quilt as you go designs and stitch them out and make the laptop bags. I have to do some more masculine ones as well, but I absolutely love the size of this. And let me measure it again. Let me take and measure my finished product. Look, I knew it would come up. Let me get back to this. Finish one thing at a time. So here it goes. So the laptop bag is 11 by 14 and 3/4. Come on now. That is a large bag. So it's large enough for your laptop as well as your cords or whatever you like. That's a large bag. And then I put like the bow on the side in there. Remember we made the charms. So I have my silicone charms and the little tennis shoes. I'm like, oh yeah. These laptop bags are I love them. I absolutely love it. And I'm like, I made this. Handmade. And of course, I have my beautiful lining inside. And you know, I'm biased, taught me well. Gotta put my name on all elements. Yes. And I have my name tag in there. So the stitch out is looking really nice. Oh, it's looking really good. So before it stops, because I wanted to again thank Shay Shay. We did this quilt, and this is a design by JuJu, and this is the mini quilt that we did this past weekend. If you haven't had a chance to watch the video, you can go over on Crafting on the Down with Shay Shay, and you know, watch and see the beautiful mini quilts that we stitched out. And I was talking about how we get complacent in doing the things that we're familiar with. And I wanted to challenge myself. So when I began this mini quilt and in preparation, I said, hey, I know my Janome 550E. That's when I'm going to stitch out because I don't want no mishaps. Well, all along, I was trying to stay away from my buy on live. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So, what I did prior to the live, I went and I stitched out what we were doing, you know, for that on Sunday yesterday. And here is my first, you know, my quilt block. So I was able to stitch it out prior to. So I had it folded over there, and I knew it would show up, but I was overlooking it because of the anxiety that I was having because Diesel was showing off. So yes, thank you. Yes, and exactly. I would exactly. So, Miss Becky, it has that envelope backing, and I'm going to put a pillow insert and put this on my youngest granddaughter's bed. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Cause that envelope closure is perfect. You just put your pillow right on inside. Thank you. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, yes, you remember the little tennis shoe. Of course you love the bow, Miss Becky. Exactly. Miss Becky loves some bows. Yes, I have to. Oh, okay. I have to turn it on soon. Don't tell Patrice though. Ooh. Burn! Burn! I'm not going to tell. Fern, um, you have the Janome as well. Um, what were you doing? I think you did do a stitch out. You're doing the butterfly quilts, I believe. Were you doing that on the Janome? Oh, okay. Earthbook money I learned for you today too. You made you had me Googling. To God be the glory. TGBTG. Yes, okay. So now the design is done, and I'm over here at the machine, and then I have to push down and pull forward. Push down and pull forward. The design is complete. Yes. Woo, thank you, Lord. We got two bags on the way. We got two bags on the way. Oh, I'm excited. Trial and error. Oh, okay. I didn't have time. Yes, I know, Fern, you a busy lady. Yes, and a busy and beautiful. That's for sure. Yes, I had the pleasure of meeting Fern in person at the Bling Fest of 2025. Beautiful lady. Beautiful. Yes. And let me see here. I'm just unhooping her. And I'm going to take this humongous hula hoop. And Brandy, when I first got this hoop, I'm like, oh yeah, look at this. This is how big the hoop is. Like it can go over my whole body. Yes, and that gets me every time how large this hoop is. So I don't know if a mighty hoop comes this large or not, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty penny. I love that large hoop. Yes. So we had another orange peel panel. I'm so excited. Right. That hoop is huge. Uh-huh. It really is. Right, Brandy. Exactly. No, that hoop is huge. Okay. Yes. And I love it. And that's the bags, and that was a bit of the decisioning factor too, me getting the buy because of the size hoop that it has. And I knew that I wanted to get into making more bags, and I thought this would be perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. So, yes. I appreciate everyone being here. I'm just cutting the extra stabilizer. Yes, I'm just cutting off the extra stabilizer. And if anyone has any other questions, yes, you are amazing as well. Thank you, Fern. Right, Miss Becky, a hula hoop. She said, "Is that for Shay Shay? There's all this paint." I was just making. I wanted to kind of quilt the faux leather that I have currently, and make multiple laptop bags. And I'm like, oh, okay, just use what I have and cut it out. And I have more colors, but this is all that I stitched out for today. I did have a mishap with my, so here's the double cross hatch. Then here is the orange peel. Then here is the one that I messed up during the live, and the material is much lighter, and it wasn't I didn't have it being held down with like some tape or anything like that, so it kicked up as my back was turned. And I don't mind sharing my mishaps because we're going to grow from this. But this faux leather is a whole lot lighter than this pink supple leather. This was a different company that I purchased this from, and I'm going to try and use it on another project. So yes, don't throw this away. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Yes. I thought my 15 by 8 Racoma was big, but the bar hoop makes mine look small. Um, Brandy, but that's a good size. That's a really, 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 really good size. And let me tell you, when I purchased my Janome 550E, it came with that 7.9 by 14 by 2 hoop, and it's a single needle, but you know I was like getting the largest hoop size that they had in during my search, and then I went to a local Janome dealer, which is a quilt shop, and I went there and I saw it and I was like, ooh, what I could do with that. But then it also has its limitations as well. I love my Janome 550E. It's like but you can always make And you saw the Quilt As You Go projects that I showed. You can make bags in all sizes, Brandy. That hoop is a great size. 15 by 8. Oh, yes. That's how we grow. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your evening and dance in the rain like no one is looking. Okay. 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 Was 90. Lord, make a smaller bag with the teal faux leather. Yes. Okay. Miss Jennifer, yes. Miss Jennifer Reese, yes. And I'm not going to get rid of it. And make Bias said, make a coin purse. Yes, yes. That would be awesome too. Aw, these are some really, really great suggestions. That's right. I am not going to throw it away. And not afraid to show my, my mishap that I had. So yes. How am I liking my machine so far? Guns out. I have been enjoying this machine. I did make this stitch out. The stitch out has been great. It's the panel. I'm learning and I'm going and I'm touching and I'm doing and touching and learning it and just being consistent with, learning. And I've had some trials, I've had some errors, but that all comes with learning. Right now, and when I have to go to them to ask questions, I'm getting them answered. I have reached out one time to Miss Merlinda, Picture Me Crafting, after my purchase because I had a needle break, and that's because the needle had hit the frame because the hoop size wasn't there. So I'll get into more of that the next time. Right now, I do have some crafty friends that are Fat Luck Creations. Miss Becky is about to come on, and I to answer your question, Donzel, I'm really liking my Bai Mirror embroidery machine. I am having lots of fun in the things that it can do. So I just want to thank everyone for being here this evening. I appreciate you coming along with me on this journey of the 15 needle by embroidery machine and just being here during my crafty journey and keeping me inspired and watching as we all grow and learn together. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate everyone being here. And until next time, I want to ask everyone to bloom where you are planted. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Aw. See you tonight. Oh, and Miss Gail. See Miss Gail tonight. She'll be on tonight. Good night, everyone. Yes, Miss Gail will be on tonight. Late night crafting.